afternoon and welcome to the Toronto International Film Festival and the Vanguard program. My name is Colin Geddes, and you might recognize me as the programmer of the Midnight Madness selection, but they've let me out of my cage and they've let me program some films in another part of the festival, and that would be the Vanguard program. I curate the selection working with the other programmers for Vanguard, and Vanguard is that kind of intersection of genre and art house. One of my friends referred to it as Vanguard's kind of like Midnight Madness's cooler older sister. Just a kind of a little bit of background how we get films, how we find our films. My colleagues and I were scouring the earth for new innovative films. We talk to sales agents, we talk to directors, producers, distributors. Every once in a while, something like this will happen. The actor who's in this film, Joe Swanberg, dropped me an email. He's like, I'm really proud of this, you should check it out. The fun thing is that this is really kind of, the director Zack Parker has done several films before, but this is really the first proper introduction he's had with his film on the festival circuit. And after I saw the film, I was ready to invite it, kind of held him off at bay for a little while, but I saw his Facebook and Twitter updates. He was like, yes, we've done it right this time. We've just submitted to a festival, fingers crossed. And it's remarkable to help him platform his film here, and the great news is IFC Films have bought the film for North America, so this film will have a home in the future. It's a challenging film. It's not easy, and it will keep you on your toes guessing throughout. But I'd really like you guys to put your hands together and meet the director of Proxy, Zack Parker.
Thank you very much, Colin. As Colin said, it's a thrill for us to be showing Proxy here at TIFF and to be premiering the film here at TIFF. I think that this is a film, I truly believe it's a film that the less you know going in, the better. So I'm going to keep this brief, but as Colin mentioned, we were lucky enough to sell the film to IFC, and we actually sold the film before our world premiere even happened, so we were very excited about that. And needless to say, to be in that family of films at IFC is pretty outstanding for us. So please, I hope you enjoy the film tonight. If you do, please tweet about it, Facebook, all that good stuff. And if you don't like it, maybe we just keep it between us.
And we still have more repeat screenings of some of the films which have been hits at Vanguard. Ty West's The Sacrament, and a really trippy film, which again could have maybe been Midnight Madness. And it also has one of the most beautiful titles, The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears. So try and check that out if you want to see something really wild and trippy. Okay, so this film is eligible for the Blackberry People's Choice Award. If you'd like to let us know, show your passion for the film by voting. You can vote in two different ways. You can simply drop your ticket stub in the ballot box outside of the theater when the film is done, or you can go online to tiff.net/vote and enter your ticket number. So we would like to thank, no, hold on here. I don't have to thank anyone there. I want to thank you guys for coming, and get ready. Proxy. It's tricky. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, so this is my review of Proxy, which I also saw today. It was my third movie today. Let me tell you, this was one of the most twisted, sick, crazy movies that I've seen in a long time. It was nuts. Nothing in this movie was as it appeared on the surface. All kinds of twists and turns to the point of overkill, I think. Now, overall, I would give this movie a thumbs up for edginess, because it was extremely edgy. Very violent film, lots of action, lots of twists and turns you never see coming, and some really good characters. But like I said, it was too much. It was overkill, and it was also a little bit too long. It was about 2 hours, and I think they could have done this in a shorter amount of time. So, okay, so the movie starts off with this young woman who's like 9 months pregnant. She's just about ready to give birth. She's having an ultrasound examination in the hospital, and just having, I guess, her final checkup before, she's due to give birth. And she leaves the hospital, and she's walking down the street. This is like during the day, and she's passing this alley, and somebody grabs her and throws her down to the ground, and then starts hitting her like pregnant belly with this brick over and over and over again. It's a really, really violent assault. So of course she ends up in the hospital. They give her an emergency cesarean, but the baby dies. And so at first she seems like this really, really like sad, lonely, sweet girl. But you soon find out that nothing is as it appears on the surface. She says she has no friends, no family, and so the counselors in the hospital tell her, you know, here's the support group, you can go try the support group, you're going to need help when you get out of the hospital to deal with this and get your life back on track. So she does end up going to the support group, and she meets this other woman there, a very attractive blonde woman. She again seems very together, very sweet, very nice, and she kind of takes her under her wing and says, you know, oh, you're new here. I've been at the support group for a while. It was a support group for mothers in mourning. And she's like, yeah, I've been here for a while. I know the drill, and you're new here. So, you know, if you ever need anybody to talk to, here's my number. Call me. And so she gives her phone number. And so this girl does end up calling her, and they start kind of striking up this friendship. But, you know, I don't want to give anything away. Colin Geddes introduced this movie, and he was saying that it had been picked up by IFC, so it probably will get released, and you will have a chance to see this. I'd recommend seeing it just for, like, I mean, if you're really into, like, crazy, psycho, lunatic movies, you'll love this, because there was not one normal person in this movie. They were all crazy. And one character in particular, who turns out to be the pregnant girl's lesbian girlfriend, she was the best character in the movie. She was hilarious. She was like this really super, super butch lesbian who like was like in jail and had tattoos all over her, and she was like really tough and ballsy and wanted to kick everybody's ass all the time. She was amazing. She was fantastic. She was hilarious. And but you know, this movie, it was just one twisted twist after another. It was like over and over again. Nobody ever does what you expect them to do. Nobody ever is who you expect them to be. I like the fact that, you know, it kept my interest going because of all these like different developments and weird twists and turns. But like I said, it was so excessive. Like, it was one thing after another, and I'm thinking, holy crap, like, you know, when the hell is this going to end? Like, is there anybody normal in this movie? Is anything predictable going to happen? You know, and the answer is no. What else do I want to say about this movie? I know there was something else. Oh, yes. There is one incredible scene in this movie in a bathroom that is like totally inspired. It had to be by Brian De Palma. If you guys have ever seen Carrie by Brian De Palma, and you get like all the, like the scene where she's in the gym and she's setting fire to the whole gym and all these people are dying, it was like total De Palma, like completely inspired by De Palma. Even the music that the guy used in the movie was very De Palma-ish. You know, it's got this really a grandiose like feel to it, and the slow motion and everything. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? But the scene in the bathroom was the best scene in the whole movie. It was incredible. Really well done, and it kind of made me laugh because it was so over the top violent. But you know, it's when I see scenes like this, when I see ultra violence, you know, I don't know if it's a defense mechanism that I laugh or just whatever. I find it funny. I mean, because it was just so over the top and daring and exploitational, I guess. And so I enjoy that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I have to say about Proxy. I would give it would I give it a thumbs up? I probably would, but it's very close to one of these, because like I said, it was definitely not a perfect movie. It was you know, it could have used some editing, it could have used a little bit more subtlety, I think, at times. But, you know, I like the fact that it was so edgy and daring, and that, you know, it was real, you know, that the director wanted to keep you guessing to see what's going to happen. Yeah, the only criticism I have is there is too much going on in this movie. It could have been a little bit more restrained, and I think it would have been better. And like I said, if it was too long. If it would have been a little bit shorter, it probably would have been better. But this was definitely a very, very interesting film. It definitely caught my attention. What can I say? Yeah, so Proxy, wild and crazy, lunatics, psychotics everywhere. Yeah, it was too much. So that's my review of Proxy. I'll be back tomorrow with another review. I'm only seeing one movie tomorrow. Tomorrow's a slow day, which I'm glad for because I can take a breather. Today was really, really crazy busy. But anyway, only one weekend left, and then the festival's over. I can't believe it's gone by so fast. Okay, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will be back with more TIFF 2013. Thanks a lot. Bye.